In order to get more comfortable with Mii Brawler, I've been using some moves that I don't use for an entire week. My first one was Helicopter Kick, and now I just use Suplex for a whole week. Technically longer, but I wanted to end it with a tournament, which if you want to see my tournament run, you can go to the card up above here. And it's a long video because I did pretty well at the tournament, but I wanted to talk about my experience with Suplex overall, my issues with it, my enjoyments of it, and tell you how I really feel about potentially using it in the future. Between Suplex and Burning Dropkick, I think that's actually the biggest difference in terms of the two good moves, because basically Mii Brawler has one usable down B, two usable neutral Bs, side Bs, and then all of his up Bs are good, but I don't think I'm ever going to run Soaring Axe Kick. I might still do a week for it, but it is less likely that I'm going to use it because I want to get early kills and it only works on specific characters. So with Suplex and BDK, those are very, very different moves. BDK, when you do the B reverse or wave bounce thing, has a ton of range and it is used to stuff out approaches and stuff out aerial movement. Suplex is used as another really aggressive tool in terms of being able to do technically faster empty hop grabs because you don't have to actually land, you can just suplex. You can suplex out a shield on hits behind you for a good 21%. You can platform tech chase with it, and it grabs shield on platform, which is always going to be nice because if people want to shield on platform for your up tilts or your up airs, you get a command grab. I definitely see the inherent strengths of the move, but the way that I learned how to play Mii Brawler at this point was with BDK, so a lot of the opportunities that it grants me, Suplex doesn't really help with. I find that BDK kind of shores up a gap in Mii Brawler's play, which is the ability to deal with long range because you can whiff punish things with BDK that you couldn't with literally any other move except maybe a perfectly timed dash attack. It grants you a better recovery when you get hit out of flip jump, and I like using flip jump at a disadvantage often because it is a frame 2 invincibility, which is really nice. It can help with edge guarding, it can help getting off the ledge, and granted Suplex does that too to a different degree in terms of getting off the ledge, because Suplex obviously a lot of people will hold shield at ledge and you can just kind of ledge hop suplex them, but BDK you can kind of just go over people and get center stage, where even if they hit you, you'll be in center stage, probably get your resources back and be fine. I feel that BDK kind of does things that no other move for Mii Brawler can do, but Suplex kind of just does what he already does, but slightly differently. You don't really need to go for an empty jump suplex to catch people shielding because you can just empty jump grab because you're like the second fastest falling, like your short hop fast fall land is the second fastest in the game behind Fox. I don't know if that's true, but it's close enough. But it's definitely up there in terms of speed, and Mii Brawler's grab gives you so much that you don't really need to do Suplex. The lack of range of the move is an issue when it comes to sword characters, so you can't really whiff punish, and that's honestly what I expected it to really do when I was playing. And obviously it has the armor, which is really good, but the armor only activates when you grab someone, so if anyone with a disjoint throws a move out early, you just get hit anyway. The wind box is really frustrating, and I feel like the main thing that would help, like the actual best thing, is the fact that Suplex can put people on platforms, or you can just grab people off of platforms, but at the same time I would rather get some type of mix-up from trying to land on someone. If I expect them to jump away like they would against Suplex, I can do like full hop, like landing up air on a platform to catch their jump or catch their roll, and if they're going to hold shield, again, I would rather just jump, land, and grab because down throw thrupper will kill at ridiculously early percents, and I would rather attempt that than miss out on the 21% that a suplex could give me, considering suplex doesn't really give you actual advantage state because a lot of people can just kind of DI away from you, like down and away, and you cannot catch up. Like, it really feels like suplex overall is a huge matchup check. There was one actual instance that I really liked it, whereas Yoshi tried to edge guard me in my video of like the tournament, and I suplexed him through his nair and he used his double jump so he couldn't recover, but at the same time, like, the suplex SD don't really work because you can just, almost every character can recover on most stages, not necessarily Battlefield or the stages with a very low bottom blast zone, which I think the lowest are FD and Battlefield and Hollow Bastion, which are all the same. But like, most characters can just recover if you don't panic and you wait just a little bit because the move bumps you up here. I mean, you should watch definitely the Fire the Pyro video on the move if you want to really understand it more. Like, I just feel like suplex kind of makes Mii Brawler's already good game plan maybe slightly more threatening, but at the same time, BDK kind of helps you have a different entire thing, whether it's a better recovery, different options for bursting your opponent down, and of course, like, edge guarding and stuff, that's always nice. Of course, the recovery, I don't remember if I said that, but yeah, like, I edge guard people with BDK all the time because there's a lot of times that, like, you hit someone with a dash attack and they're like, oh, well, I can just mash an aerial to get out of hit stun, and you can actually jump and burning dropkick them and you get a kill at like 50 or 60 off stage, which is really nice. It helps you recover. Again, you can short hop backwards. Like, the best thing about BDK, in my opinion, is if you can short hop backwards, you are threatened threatening half the stage in front of you. So if people jump forward, which a lot of characters do, like let's say they're shielding because they don't want to get nared, and you jump backwards, they're like, oh, I'm going to respond to this with jump forward out of shield to take some space, and you can just BDK them in the face, which is really, really nice. You can also BDK characters that like to do landing aerials like Zero Suit or Cloud or Greninja or something like that, whereas Suplex is kind of like a more reactionary thing or a very preemptive thing. But Mii Brawler already has such good preemptive tools in terms of just like short hop nair or dash attack or dash grab that I don't really want Suplex. I don't really feel like Suplex is the best move in most situations. I kind of just did it to try to get maybe some armor, and most of the times I use Suplex, it did not work because either I was wrong with my read, which I would have been wrong anyway, but short hop nair has less lag than short hop, empty jump side B type of thing. Nair rewards me more, grab rewards me more, so I just don't really see the point of it in most matchups. There's definitely some that BDK isn't particularly useful, like characters that don't really, like that are fast volley and move on the ground a lot, like Roy and Chrom. I don't think BDK is super good versus them, but at the same time, Suplex also isn't super good versus them because they still have a sword it can wall you out, and the only thing that it would really do is help with ground moves hitting your shield spaced, like a jab, like a spaced jab. You can side B it out of shield potentially, but even at the same time, I don't even know if that's the case frame data wise, because Suplex out of shield is framed like 17 right next to you and would take longer the farther you travel, so I don't even know if that's the case. In watching the players that use Suplex, like in terms of their VODs, like Osh9 or Apple Reviewer or even Kid and Yeast, because they all use Suplex, I really just don't see them use it super often. Like they use it occasionally, they use it like once a game, and it feels like to me, you use BDK more than once a game simply to just recover, and then offensively it is as good, if not better, in my opinion, than Suplex. Again, that's because that's the way I learned how to play the character. It's what I learned to do. It's how I learned to formulate my offense. So obviously I don't have the experience that the other players do, but I watch them play Suplex and they barely use it. They literally will use it less than once a stock, which to me is insane. And maybe it's just the particular VODs that I was watching. And don't get me wrong, I get hit by Suplex all the time when I play against them, right? Because I'm gonna hold shield, because the thing is, I'm not scared of Suplex, right? I'll take the 21 because it doesn't threaten me. It doesn't put me in bad disadvantage. So I'm just like, okay, that's fine. And it's not the biggest deal. I would rather, not get grabbed. I would rather not get nared. So I am gonna hold shield, which is nice. But again, they should just empty jump grab and hope that I don't read that, because it's the same type of defense. If I was going to read grab or Suplex, it's like a spot dodge or it's a jump early, and then I would just get away from it and punish them anyway, with the same thing as if they were to grab, and grab nets you more. Like whether it's at low percent, you get down throw fair thrupper, down throw back air, down throw up air, down throw thrupper. Like there's so much more damage, and I just don't quite get why you would choose the move that doesn't do as much offensively or defensively compared to BDK. I just don't understand. Listen, for Heli Kick, I understand because it's a different type of offense and you can focus on ledge trapping, and even for flashing Mach Punch versus Shot Put, which I haven't done the week of flashing Mach Punch, but that's what's next. I can understand being like, hey, Shot Put's only useful, when people are off stage or maybe like in disadvantage to help cover your recovery, but some people can punish that. Flashing Mach Punch is a kill button that you can just kind of throw out as a read, and if people, use it wrong, they're dead at 100. I get that. I understand that works, and also you can stall off stage. Like I understand the benefits of that move. The benefits of Suplex are do the same thing your character does already, but maybe slightly faster, but with a bunch of drawbacks, and you don't have access to the recovery move or the better move, honestly, off stage, because people shouldn't even be edge trapping Mii Brawler super close anyway, which is the main way Suplex works, which is off the ledge, because if they mess with you there, you can just get up, like they can just get up aired off of ledge and die at like 40, which is like something I did to Spargo the other day, is I literally hit him off this ledge. Like he tried to dash attack 2-frame me, and I up aired him at like 45 or something, and he died, just on the stage, which is kind of crazy. Or it can reversal if they DI in, so you can go like up air, back air, and then they're off stage, they still did like 30%. And I just don't quite understand how to use Suplex properly. And the thing is, when I watch the other players, they don't use it enough to teach me or for me to understand. And it's just like, I feel like really particular in terms of really specific niche interactions with matchups. And I would rather just use the move that gonna hit every character short hop in the game. Or it can help, edge guard characters like Ness or Fox or Falco, or just helps threaten people, or it helps recover, and helps me get off ledge way better than Suplex ever will. So I'm, I can't think of a matchup that, maybe there are a couple that I would rather use Suplex over Burn burning dropkick, but as of now, it was just overall very frustrating, and I didn't feel like I really got much off of it because a lot of my opponents, when I would suplex them and attempt to hit them on platform, they would just DI correctly, right? Because if you're gonna like hit platform, if you DI away, just DI in. So brawler still can't really follow up on a suplex DI'd in, so you can just like do that and then like double jump away, and yeah, you might get hit with your double jump, but again, BDK does similar things where it can hit you off stage, and then if you try to double jump on stage, you're gonna have to get through me brawler, or if you go to ledge, you're just gonna get ledge trapped by him. So I don't know, definitely a more frustrating move. Like I expected heli kick to be more frustrating than Thrupper, and yeah, it wasn't certain matchups like Rob or Kazi or characters that are going to recover high, but suplex was frustrating like most of the time I used it. So I don't know, I'm not a fan of the move. I think I'm going to, even if I'm switching up flashing Mach Punch and Thrupper versus heli kick, I think I'm going to stick with BDK overall just because that's how my neutral makes sense. And let me know down in the comments down below what you think if you're a me player, if you like burning dropkick or suplex better, which one you use personally, or if you've even used burning dropkick if you're a suplex player, because it doesn't make sense to me, man. I don't know. Thank you all for watching. Flashing Mach Punch week is up next, and I will see you all next time. Peace.